Upper level pattern I just referred to a few seconds ago, this is it, and this upper level pattern helps drive what happens at the surface. And that's the puzzle we talk about as meteorologists. That's why we earn our money and you still need us here, because you have multiple levels of the atmosphere. We have to look at each of those and kind of figure out how they all fit together and what's going to happen at the surface, down at the surface, because that's what you care about at home. What happens at the surface is what you see and feel. High pressure system here off to our north and northeast, and its circulation and the way it's situated continue to push that warmer, moist air up into the area, which is a little bit why we're seeing the delay in rainfall initiating tonight.
It's the 5'9", it makes you look maybe a little smaller. But.
Yeah, I'm so tiny. All right. Wow. You know what also is shocking? How cold it is.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, here we go.
It is cold.
Yeah. This guy's. But here's a look at what's going to happen over the overnight hours tonight. As you're seeing, a whole lot of parameters kind of matched up together. It might be a little confusing if you don't really break it down. So here's what's occurring. A lot of this warm, moist air out ahead of the frontal system is still sticking in place. And as we saw that warm front begin lifting to the north and northeast, it left behind us a lot of warm, moist, and humid air. And ahead of our next frontal system, or it's actually the same frontal system, but it's the back side of it, that cold front, it's going to drop down and it's going to pull through the area. And a lot of this warm, humid, and moist air is being drawn up into the Mississippi Gulf Coast ahead of that frontal system, and it's going to feed off of that. But what you're going to see is this trough digging down in the west, and this is actually going to drive a cold front and a frontal system, which you'll see in just a moment on our future cast, towards the Mississippi Gulf Coast. We'll take a good look at that as I meander over towards the weather wall here, and we'll notice that there are a few cars making their way across the bridge this evening. But as they're doing so, they're finding temperatures not as cold as it'll get, but it's definitely cold out there at the moment. Mississippi Gulf Coast, as my button decided to jump out of the control here. I've gotten where I don't even have to look at it. It's done that so much, you can just pop it right back in there. But as well, this is a little bit further west than we normally go, but here's the Natchez Bridge, and you can see Slick Willie out there tonight. If you take a look at your almanac, which once again is the particular averages for this day on the calendar, notice how similar we are to this particular day on average. Very similar today in our daytime highs, but unfortunately for you clear weather fans, it's going to simmer down to a steady point of storms and showers.
Meh. All right.
Yeah.
Thanks.
The next storm system arrived. Already find ourselves right back in a severe weather outlook from the Storm Prediction Center. So as Lori said multiple times tonight, get prepared.
Get ready. Get ready. Turn around, don't drown. What's the other one?
Thunder roars, head indoors.
Yeah, get some water, get some snacks, just in case you can't make it to the store. I'm being serious.
No, these must be
now.
things from the South. I've never heard them. So.
Yeah, so there you go.
Everybody
you
goes
something
after
new
bread
every
and
day.
milk down here, man.
Yeah, they do, and toilet paper sometimes.
Beautiful this evening as we progress into the evening and overnight. Going to be an even more comfortable evening. As for sunshine, here's the H.L. Raymond Properties tower camera overlooking Bay St. Louis. Blue skies aplenty across the area today, and that's definitely the story. Coast-wide, there's a setup for today. That front kind of started to occlude, which is that purple color. You saw that low pressure continue to spin here in that counterclockwise motion, providing moisture and a lot of rainfall for some of the same areas repeatedly over hours upon hours, so the rainfall started to stack up.